Hey guys, this is Tony Solo here, and I want you guys to just hone in to what I'm saying. Hone in to the words that I'm saying to you, and more importantly, hone in to what the feel is like. Because as I tell you right now, that when you are talking to a woman, whether she be tall, because this is what this is about, she doesn't care as much about your height as you do. You need to understand this line, this truth. She doesn't care as much about your height as you do. And the moment that you start to see this, you'll start to notice, fuck, I have been against myself more than women have been against me. Are there women out there who don't want short guys and are fixated on that? Absolutely. And you can't do anything about that. But there's more women out there who are open to it, don't know what it's like, and also at the same time don't care. Hello.
Hi.
I've came from a far distance to say hello to you.
Thank you.
Yes. Where are you going now?
I'm meeting my friend actually for lunch, dinner, whatever it's gonna be.
Okay, well, I have to take 20 seconds of your time to say that I love the way you look.
Oh, thank you.
And what is your name?
Connie.
Hi, Fanny. My name is Anthony.
Hi. Anthony.
Yes.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet
Where
you
you
too.
from?
Chicago.
Chicago.
Yes.
US. Yeah. What's going on with Trump, man? What's going on?
Don't start saying that to me. What's going on with Trump? I actually hate politics. You know that?
Yeah, that's good. Let's talk. Right there.
Okay, great. So let's talk about
Okay.
something more interesting, okay?
Okay.
You.
Well, I've got to be there in 2 minutes, so I've got to run.
Okay.
But it was very lovely meeting you.
Okay, don't leave yet. You know why? Because I
Okay.
would like to see you again.
Oh.
Is that possible?
Sorry?
Is that possible?
Maybe.
I would like to
Alright.
take you for a coffee because right now
Okay.
I like your, first of all, eye contact.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
All right.
Are you in business?
I am not. I'm an architect.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But I like your I get a good
But I
feeling
did
around you.
econ, if that counts.
Did it affect you a lot doing
Economics?
econ? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I did it in high school, so I loved the teacher. That's why I did it. But oh well.
A coffee.
A coffee.
I want to take you for a coffee.
All right.
You want to?
Yes. I went to an American high school.
Is the one that's here? The American
oh my
high
God.
school?
Nice.
The-
Good
the-
stuff. Dude.
Huh?
Where are you from? Are you sure you're?
I'm a Hungarian, actually. I gotta tell you, I'm a Hungarian. I just gotta tell you, I'm not Hungarian. I'm fucking with you. No, I'm not Hungarian. It's just
How did you know how to spell my name?
because you're not the first Fanny I've met. That's why. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
What you'll notice is when you're around women in general, and the women seem to be taller than you, you'll start to notice that inside of yourself, you feel lack. You feel like you are less. You feel like maybe I should be taller for me to have more value to these girls. And the moment you're stepping into that zone of I have less value, I am lacking. The women around me, because they're taller, they have more value than me. The moment you step into that zone, there needs to be an understanding that that's going to start to develop the beliefs inside of yourself that hurt you. And one of the beliefs that hurt men in relation to women is I am not tall enough for her, so that means that I'm not valuable enough as well. These go together. I'm not as tall as the girl, so that means that in essence I'm not worthy of her. That's what's happening underneath. There's a belief here, but at the same time there's something even more fundamental that's hurting you underneath, which is I'm not worthy of girls who are tall, or tall girls don't go for short guys, anything along that lines of like that. And that starts to come into your experience as perceived truths. You may notice that all tall girls are with tall guys. Because remember, the moment you develop a belief, Your brain will start to notice that because it needs evidence for the belief to exist. And as the belief is existing in yourself, it'll continue to look for evidence to tell you that, yes, you are unworthy of tall girls because they go for tall guys. You'll start to see it everywhere. You'll start to see it in movies. You'll start to see it in the media. You'll start to see it as you're walking around the streets. You'll just start to notice that tall girls go only for tall guys. That needs to continue to get evidence to stay alive. And what's the crazy thing is that as it continues to get evidence to stay alive, it also keeps you safe. Because you don't have to go out there and shatter that belief that you so graciously took upon yourself. When we take upon beliefs as people, what we do is that we cling to those beliefs. The reason why we cling to them is because they feel real. They feel safe. They keep us in a place of just knowing that this is the way that it is. Because for a person to feel uncertainty, it's one of the worst things that he or she will feel. So to get certainty, we might as well go, okay, I feel like I'm not good enough for tall girls. So what I'll do is, okay, I can see it's true right there. That girl is with that guy and he's tall. Boom, I can't go for that. Then as I'm walking down the street, I noticed that, fuck, look at this. I told you, see, girls, they only go for tall guys. Look at this. That tall, beautiful girl's with that tall guy. You need that process to keep that belief inside of yourself. And it feels comfortable this way because you're like, all right, now I know that this is the truth. I can now move on to something else. But the crazy thing is that it became a truth to you, but at the same time, it's hurting you. So how's it a truth if it's hurting you? That's the thing about beliefs. Beliefs are not something for us to hold on to. They're not. For our whole life, we've built beliefs around many different things. And this one thing that a man builds around a woman, the belief that he is not worthy of her because she's too tall, is the very thing that he needs to let go, because that's the thing right there that's hurting him. But the thing is that we cling on to it because it feels safe. What doesn't feel safe is truth. There's a difference between belief and truth. Truth doesn't feel safe because truth is something that's always changing but always immovable. Which means that you don't know what the truth is until you constantly are up against it. Until you constantly allow it to be in the moment that there's a situation. Because truth always is there, but is always, so to speak, different in every moment. It's crazy to think that, but that's the way it is. Truth in itself is grounded. Truth is, like I say many times in my masculinity videos, that the masculine is truth, which is groundedness. Belief is always wavering. I don't care if somebody is in conviction. And conviction really is, as Tony Robbins would say, I used to follow him back in the day, something that's so deeply rooted that it's immovable. But the truth is that conviction in itself is a belief over and over and over and over with a lot of evidence that seems immovable. But the crazy thing is that every belief is movable. A person can have conviction in this moment that, you know what? I'm going to go up to this girl. I don't care what she's like. I can get her. I don't care what she's like. She will have a fucking great time that she met me. And the moment that he goes up, what he will do, if she fucking like, go away like that, what he'll start to do in that moment is to start to rationalize so that belief can stay safe. Oh, she was just in this mood. Ah, she was like this. She was like this. When in essence, maybe he just ran up and he was too giddy when he went in. He was too sudden or something. You have to understand that this belief inside of yourself that I am short, so I can't get tall women, that is actually safe to you in some way, and it's benefiting you. The way it's benefiting you is that it's keeping you from seeing the truth. Truth is very hard for people to see. It's very hard for a man to see. So he'd rather just stay there. He'd rather just stay in that place of, you know what, this is the way it is, and I'm okay with that. But for him to challenge that, for him to go out there and really see, which is for him to truthfully go see, that's two different places. It is. One, you can develop without any evidence at all on your part. The other one, it must be on your part. And that's the scary part. when you actually go after something truthfully, when you actually go to kill that belief, fuck. It just seems like it's just no way out. So the first thing is, of course, get rid of that belief, because that belief in itself is not aiding you. It's not. It's aiding you in the sense of it's keeping you safe, but it's actually not aiding you because you still feel unhappy. I am 5'7". 5'7". Do you think that every woman out there that's tall will go for me? No way. No fucking way, man. Every tall girl that I approach, do you think she's like, oh my God, this man, he's just so great? No, that's not every tall girl. Many of them, they love the fact that I walk up to them. They do. But there's certain tall girls who just won't give me a chance. And I remember back in the day when I was struggling so much with height, because I used to struggle with this as well. I struggled with height so much because I thought to get really tall, beautiful girls, I needed to be fucking tall as well. I thought that as well. So what I did in the beginning is I tried to make up little ways for me to try to get around this height thing. I would go up to girls and immediately I would start saying something about height when they're taller. So I would go up to a girl and I would say something along the lines of, hey, I usually don't go for tall girls, but you look amazing. I would say things like that. Or I would go up to a girl and as we're talking, I would just try to make jokes about her being tall and me being short. And that would diffuse it. I was trying to diffuse this thing because I was going in already thinking that it was a thing. That's the thing about it. I was going in already with the preconception that this is a thing. The fact that this is a thing, I need to now bring it up so it can diffuse in some way. And certain girls were just like, why are you saying these comments? Like, that is not a thing until you made it now a thing. Now I can test you on it. Now I can fuck with you about it. It's just like, it didn't have to be a thing, but I made it into something. So that was me. I did that over and over and over until I got to the point like, man, I don't have to do this. I don't. I do not have to do this. And when I first slept with a tall girl, I can't remember when actually, but when I first slept with a tall girl, I remember one girl in my mind that I was sleeping with for some time, and she was taller than me. And with her, she didn't care that I was short. She didn't. And it started to just unravel inside of me that women, many of the times, don't care about height. They don't. But when you make it into a thing, it becomes a thing. So I had to stop making it into a thing. I really let go of this thing of, you know what? I'm 5'7". This girl is 5'9". She's 6 foot. It just completely fucking just rattled me on the inside. I was like, fuck, I gotta just let this go. And after that, one of the girls who really changed me in this sense was this girl that was 6'4" in her heels. And I walked up to her and she was so stunningly beautiful. This was back home in my hometown in Madison, Wisconsin. She was so stunningly beautiful and sharp at the same time that I remember talking to her the whole time and I'm sweating underneath my arms and my knees are kind of shaky. I don't feel on clear ground at all. Not at all. Not at all. And I was trying to do these lines and stuff and I was just like, this is not working. And at one point I just got real in the end. And when I got real in the end, I noticed that she became real. But the whole time that I had this thing of, fuck, she's so tall and I'm so short, as a thing, she kept that as a thing as well. But the moment I diffused that and just became real in the sense of, I just want to know you and I want to go on a date with you. I actually did. I was so insane because I was really like, I want to take this girl on a date. She's so amazing. Yeah, it didn't go anywhere, but because she had a boyfriend. But when I became real, it let me know that she became real. Height isn't a thing. When I stopped making it a thing, she stopped seeing it as that. It was just like, you're a dude and you're talking to me. One of the greatest things that I've heard from someone is from my friend Travelbone, which is, you guys know. He said, when a girl looks in your eyes, she doesn't see anything else. And this is the truth. It really is. When a woman is looking in your eyes, she's not noticing how tall you are. She's just seeing your eyes. And if you want to know something that I really believe is the truth, and you can absolutely ask many women that you want, if you want to know the thing that a woman wants most when she's in front of a man, in any kind of setting, bedroom, whatever, is his eyes. This is the most potent thing to a woman, more than his dick, honestly. Yeah, the dick part, of course, she wants to fuck him, of course. I'm not saying that you go out there and you just forget about your dick. No, but I'm saying your eyes are more important to that woman than your whole entire body. Because your eyes show a stillness, a masculine presence that nothing else on your body can do. A dick is a dick, but the eyes show many different things. They show he's scared. They show he's here with me. They show that he wants me. They show all these different things. And the woman is zoned in on that. So as you were watching me talk to this girl, you noticed that the whole time I'm in her eyes. I don't care that she's tall. My journey had to become that. I don't care that she's tall. I don't. I don't have to make this into something. I just truly want this girl. I don't have to struggle with these self-worth issues of, oh my God, am I tall enough? Is she gonna like me? No. I'm here with her. I'm with her eyes. She's with my eyes. And when we're here like this, I forget that she's tall and she forgets that I'm short. And when all else is forgotten, as far as what our heights are and we're just here with each other, what we both notice is this doesn't matter. It doesn't. And to end off this video, I want to give you guys a story that really hit home with this. I was talking to a girl and I was in Amsterdam. No, I wasn't in Amsterdam. I was in Den Haag in the Netherlands. And the girls there seem to be very, very independent and strong, and I like that. But at the same time, they do have a girly part to them, but they kind of masculine, to be honest with you. As I'm talking to this girl, and this is crazy because this was one day, I think it was 2 days before, 1 or 2 days before I did my masculinity talk that I did in the Netherlands. As I'm talking to her, what I notice is she starts to go into this thing about height. And she goes, you know, when a guy is shorter than me, he doesn't make me feel feminine. And I don't react to it. I just look at her and she keeps going on about it. And what I do out of middle of nowhere is that I just grab her. I just grab her in a certain way. And then she goes, I'm like, so he doesn't make you feel feminine like this. And then I grab her. Oh no, I said he makes you feel feminine like this. And I grabbed her and I did a certain thing to her. And as I did it, she's just like, yeah. And it kind of just shook her up for a moment. And then later on, I had a hat on at the time because it was cold outside. What I did is that I just took my hat off. I put my hat on her head and I just kissed her. And she was like, she just couldn't believe what was happening. She was taller than me, but I wasn't caring about that. I was just treating her like a woman. And later on, she, of course, told me later on in the night that I'm not as confident as I come across. I just put on the show. I don't really know why, but I'm not as confident as I come across. So when I just stayed in that place of, yeah, this is normal. This is real. Like we are here. We don't have to do the height thing. We don't have to. She became real later, and you know she was a lovely, sweet girl too. But what's crazy is that she made it seem like she was just so fucking confident, and she really wasn't. And I let her know later that it's okay, and you know, the story leads on. Understand that your height is an issue if you make it an issue. When a woman looks in your eyes, she's not seeing height. She's seeing a man. And of course, until you become okay with the fact that you're short, like me, I had to become okay with the fact that I'm 5'7" and I'm not going to fucking grow. Until you become okay with the fact that you're short, every woman you talk to will definitely feel like, I should test him on his height. And I have women test me on my height, and women test me on my height. Women still test me on my height. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. Many of the times they don't because they can see I don't care. But sometimes they may go, yeah, and you're like, wow, you're really short. And I go, yeah, I am. And she goes, yeah, I guess we're going to have to get you da-da-da-da. And I just go, yeah, I guess you are. Because I just don't care anymore. Unlike before, my heart used to race and I used to feel shaky. I'm just like, yeah, I'm not going to grow. Yeah, you can talk about my height. I'm not going to grow. And I just have fun with it now. So understand your height can be a thing. If you make it a thing, have fun with it. It's not really something that's so bad. But you must understand that your worthiness is not dependent upon height. It's dependent upon when you're there looking in her eyes. That's when she'll feel worthiness, and that's when you will feel worthiness. when you forget about everything else and it's just eyes, that's what matters. I hope you guys took a lot away from this video. And of course, like I always say, go to the description box because there's something sitting there for you. It's a little link. And this link is a free pickup program that I've created. It's a free seduction program that is going to give you the chance to go from meet to bedroom. I've done a 30-minute video on just breaking down the how-to at each step. That's you meet the girl, you set up the date, you go on a date, you take her home. I break it down briefly and efficiently so you can be able to get the results you want right now in the way you want to. And until next time, all my short men out there, I see you. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. You know, I'm always giving you something new, and it's also something new that I want to give you. I've created a video series which is Approach to Bedroom. And I'll be showing you everything from what do you say upon an approach, not what to say, but how you can say what you want to say, and being able to have the mindsets to go with that, being able to be in conversation, being able to take the woman home, and along this path, just giving you insights into things that may pop up to give you issues. I've covered it in this video series that, you know, packed full of about 3 hours of me just giving you guys everything that I can say is going to be the best from approach to bedroom. If you want this, it's totally free. If you want this, click the link below, and what'll happen is that you'll get a video series sent right to you, and check it out. Until next time, I'm out.